Hey guys, welcome back to the Evolution 1079 YouTube channel. This is the Evo Lounge podcast. I'm Ashley Jones and this is my guest Ashley Warden. Today
Hi.
we're going to be today we're going to be talking about what life is like in another country. So you can't tell by us sitting here on a Zoom call where exactly Ashley is, but she's pretty far away. She is all the way across the world in Australia. So today we're going to talk a little bit about what it's like to live in Australia, what Christmas is like in Australia, basically just all things down under. So thank you for joining me today, Ashley.
No worries.
What time is it for you there right now? Because it's 1 o'clock in the morning for me, but
I don't even know. And I'm on my phone, so I can't check, but I know I'm 7 hours ahead, aren't I?
okay, I can check. So it is 6:49 p.m. So just around dinner time, but I had to stay up until 1 o'clock in the morning to be able to talk to her because she's so far away. So okay, Friday night, I sat at home on my couch with my heated blanket because it's absolutely freezing because it's December in Canada. But what did you do today?
Well, it was 35 degrees on my way to the beach. It
Exactly.
was actually so hot, but the water was really, really nice.
Which is not fair. I think everyone in Canada is itching to get over to a hot location somewhere because a lot of people like to go away for Christmas. We have our Christmas break. Lots of people go to Mexico just because it's close. Whereas like a lot of Australians will go over to Bali because it's like the same 6 hour flight. So that's like
Yeah.
their vacation spot. But let's be honest, in Australia, it's literally a vacation spot basically everywhere you go because it's so hot and beautiful, especially this time of year. Okay, so I have a couple questions for all of our Canadian viewers that have never been to Australia, that have never experienced what life is like over there, and may have some questions just like how like Australians and other people think that Canadians live in igloos and we have pet beavers and it snows all year round. There's a lot of like myths about Australia. So I just wanted to talk to you about them and see if you can give us the answers. Okay, so
No, I don't ride a kangaroo to work.
no. Okay, so what I didn't know is that in Australia, you can actually go skiing. There's somewhere in Australia that has a ski mountain, which I thought was crazy. But I think the majority of Australians haven't seen snow. Have you ever seen snow?
I haven't, no.
Never in your life.
I love the sun, though I hate being cold.
Same. Absolutely. But okay, so there is a myth. I don't know if it's true or not, but is jaywalking a crime? Is it
Yeah,
illegal?
it actually is. But the cop would have to be pretty mean to get you for it. Like, you could jaywalk in front of a police officer. So jaywalking, for those who don't know, is crossing the road when the light's not green. But I mean, they would do it if you were drunk and being silly, but not usually.
Okay, so when anyone thinks of Australia, they automatically think of kangaroos, koala bears, and spiders. So, for someone who lives there, do you find that there are tons of crazy, scary spiders all the time, everywhere? Because
100%, 100%. Those things are very true. Everyone, those things are very true. And I live here, and I'm scared as well. I'm scared as well. So just prepare yourselves. But you cannot prepare yourself. Like, these things are huge.
okay, so what scared me the most about living in Australia and gave me the most anxiety was doesn't matter if it's this big or this big or this big. I didn't know if it was poisonous because there's so many deadly animals in Australia that I'm like, it could be the size of my fingernail and could still kill me. So that's what scared me. It's like, it's not even like seeing a big spider is like the end of the world unless you're home alone and you go to get something to kill it and you come back and it's gone. Then that's really scary. But I just never knew what was going to kill me or not.
Yeah.
Okay, so spiders are scary, but are magpies scarier? For those of you who don't know what a magpie is.
Mate, you run. You just run. They are so scary. Like, I get tears when I see magpie because they swoop and they hurt. They get you. I remember probably like, oh, it would be 10 years ago. I was with my cousins in a field and my little brother was just running and this magpie was just going at him. Like, his head was bleeding. It was
Oh my,
swooping him and they peck and yeah.
Okay, so for
avoid those
people who
sometimes.
don't know what a magpie is, it's a type of bird. And they attack people and they attack everything, and they're almost scarier than the spiders because you're more likely to see them, I think, than a spider. Like spiders are pretty rare, or like the birds just swoop out of nowhere and attack you.
Spiders are not rare, everyone.
I guess.
You see them all the time.
I guess. I don't know. I feel like okay, yeah, when I lived there, there were lots of spiders, but they were just um like huntsmen, which like we have those in Canada as well. So, but I
Oh,
mean, I feel like they get
yes.
bigger in Australia, but still, yeah, no. Okay, so you have kangaroos everywhere. We know that. We're on the topic of animals now. So, what I find very interesting is how kangaroos are one of your national animals, yet you guys eat them. What's all that
Yeah.
about?
I have never actually eaten kangaroo, but we do use it for dog meat. But sometimes, like, yeah, the rednecks do.
Crazy. And like I think that what a lot of people don't know is that kangaroos are kind of like overpopulated and they're kind of seen as a pest. So it's like
Yeah.
you're almost like, this sounds kind of bad, but like doing a service to at least kill them and eat them instead of just kill them and get rid of them. But I just find that very weird. Like we all know that Australia is known for Vegemite.
Oh,
And
yeah.
for people that have never had Vegemite, they just lather it on. And okay, wait, we should talk about what is Vegemite because a lot of people might not even know what that is. Could you know how to explain Vegemite?
It's a spread that you put on toast.
Okay, so it's a vegetable yeast extract that yeah, lots of Aussies put on toast with. Yeah, that's what it is. That's why it sounds gross when like people that are like even when I brought some or had some here in Canada, I'm like, oh, you should just try this. And I'm like, what is it? And I'm like, it's a vegetable yeast extract. Like it doesn't sound that appealing, but when done right on a fresh piece of toast with butter and a little bit of Vegemite or even some cheese, it's
Yeah, Vegemite cheese.
don't do it like this photo. That is too much, way too much.
That's how you do Nutella, guys. Vegemite is not Nutella. Do not mistake it. That's what
Yeah.
people do. Mm-mm.
So I just wanted to know what is your like Australian Christmas traditions like? Because like you said, it's like 35 degrees, it's super hot. So obviously it's not, like our North American traditions. So I just want to hear a little bit about like what you do and your family does in Christmas to celebrate.
Okay. Well, we wake up Christmas morning, do all the presents, have ham for breakfast, and then mum will start mum and we'll have like a barbecue breakfast, like eggs and bacon on the barbie, and then mum will put start putting the roast on. And then we'll just swim in the pool. Last year I swam all day, drank in the pool, lay on a floaty. Lovely. Get out, obviously, eat delicious lunch. Yeah, it's just a hot day, or you sit in the aircon. Yeah, it's just a day of happiness, pretty much like you guys would have, but ours is just hot, hot version.
So what is when you think of Christmas and you think of food, like what are your key elements that you eat? Because I know it's
Oh,
very different from what we eat.
okay, my mum goes all out, so we will have seafood. Like, there's got to be seafood. Oysters and prawns is a must. Then she'll have roast pork, a roast lamb, and a roast chicken. Um, Roast vegetables, salads. But yeah, that's what we eat. Everything.
Which is it goes with the weather. It's very barbecue and summer and fun and like, easy picking. So is there anything else you would like to tell anybody about Australia that has never been there and you want to represent your country here and tell people any specific things about it or
Um, Swim between the flags and wear sunscreen.
yeah, wear sunscreen and drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope that a lot of people learned about what it's like to live in Australia and got a different perspective and just, got to take a look at another side of the world. And I appreciate
Thanks for having me.
it. Thank you for watching the Evo Lounge podcast on Evolution 1079. I'm your host, Ashley Jones. See you next time.